What's going on, everyone? I'm your host, DeFi Sean, and you are watching Krypton Cause Investing. And today, we are back with a very cool token review talking BROAK, the #1 frog meme on base, fighting ruggers and jeets to make sure that you don't go broke. Now, couple things about this one. First off, it's got the frog narrative, which is super popular right now. It's a really big alpha in the DeFi space. Also, it's been around for about 3 months. It hasn't been around just for a day, so you have to worry about that really quick pump and dump. We always like to cover established tokens on the channel because you don't get to do that too often in this space. Also, Creative Meme Endeavor is the team behind this one, and they are Docs. It's a meme coin consulting and development agency offering strategic partnerships from idea to launch and beyond. So always like to see that. So it's an older token, check. It's a very good narrative, check, and a very solid and Docs team behind this one, check. So before we continue on though, if you can go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, and let's go. All right, so let's talk BROAK, starting out on DexTools. So as you can see, recently had a really good pump. Had that correction right here, and it does appear to be making its way back upwards. Also, I see they're doing some nitro boost, which DexTools, DexScreener marketing, always smart moves, usually funds well spent as millions and millions of holders hang out on those sites. Also, you want to know what nitro boost is if you aren't familiar. It's you want your token to stand out on DexTools, get a nitro pack today, and instantly increase its nitro score for greater visibility and impact. So always a great tool. Now, I want to say all-time high was at about 8.5 million with the retracement down to about 1.7 million, which is pretty typical in your crypto space. It's actually a pretty good correction. Now they are trending back upwards, currently at a 2.13 million market cap. Liquidity, as you can see right here, is burned, which we'll talk about on the website review, and it is at 220K, so very solid there. Holders are at 5.61. 24-hour volume is at 23.75. Really good, solid, probably more than likely organic volume. All too often you'll see millions and millions of dollars in volume. It's just market makers or volume bots and different things like that. So overall, the numbers on BROAK, especially for being 3 months old, are exceptional. So before hopping on over to that website, I did want to take a look at CoinMarketCap because there's a couple bullish things I wanted to point out. So of course, on the decentralized side, this is a base token, so Uniswap is going to be your #1 spot to go ahead and pick it up. But a number of different centralized exchanges. We have the big dogs like MEXC, BingX, Bitmart, LBank, Economy. So very solid list of centralized exchanges. Also remember, 24-hour volume on the decentralized side was 23,000, but when you add everything up, it's 928K, so just shy of a million. Coming on down, about what you expect. So MEXC, your top dog at 311K, Bitmart about half at 184K, BingX at 93, Economy at 88, Ascendex at 49. So this is about your typical numbers when it comes to that hierarchy of the centralized exchanges. But I just mainly wanted to hop on over here to point out those centralized exchanges because this many centralized exchanges, again, very bullish in my opinion because this project has been around for 3 months now, so it's had time to build up that momentum and get all these different centralized exchange listings. And of course, we definitely can't close out any videos without doing a full website review. As you can see, and as we went over, you can pick this up on Uniswap, which you can actually do directly from their site, brockonbase.fyi, or you can hop on over to uniswap.org and utilize their contract address right here. Now let's learn a little bit about BROAK. So BROAK, the #1 frog on base, remember, an extremely strong narrative right now. With a little bit of attitude and a lot of grit, BROAK leaps into battle against rug pullers and jeets to keep your back safe and your gains strong. Armed with memes, community power, and zero tolerance for scams, BROAK is here to flip the script on getting rugged and created a fun, sustainable meme coin community. Join the RugFreeVerse, where a team of meme frogs fights for financial freedom across all chains, and diamond hands thrive. Also remember, a good solid Docs team behind this one. Now the white paper, you can see right here. Obviously not going to read going down an entire white paper. It's too tedious and boring, but it will be linked in the description down below. So after you watch this video and decide you want to go continue that research, you definitely want to hop on over to that white paper. Tokenomics, pretty simple, 690 million. Contract again is right here. DexTools, DexScreener, Uniswap, you can pick it up in a multitude of different places along with all of those centralized exchanges that we talked about. Liquidity pool, 85%, treasury 7%, airdrops 5%, marketing 3%. So your pretty typical numbers right here. Of course, we went over this already, but the LP burn in the contract is renounced. So exactly what you want to see with these numbers right here. Like I said, absolutely zero red flags. This is a known and trusted teams behind this one. All right, guys, so you got that research done. You want to look further into BROAK. Of course, you have to hop on over to those socials, become a part of that conversation. Twitter, very solid. In the 3 months, amassed 50.2 thousand followers. Their pinned tweet has 65,000 views. Coming on down, checking it all out, you can see a very active Twitter, which is definitely something you want to see. Tons of views, looks to have tons of engagement. So hop on over to that Twitter and of course give it a follow. Also become an even bigger part of the conversation by interacting directly with all the community members and the devs over at their Telegram, which of course you already know everything you will need will be linked in the description down below. The Twitter, the Telegram, the website, the white paper, everything will be there. And remember guys, I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I give financial advice, but that's going to do it for today's video. And until next time, trade safe.